Good afternoon, class. Welcome to speech number 3. Today we're going to take a look at why off-brand golf clubs are better than name-brand golf clubs. So to start, you can think of it as like fake Air Force Ones versus real Air Force Ones, or even the fake coach bags you can pick up overseas in Korea, or if you've ever been deployed, compared to a real coach bag. I use fake as a strong word for off-brand golf clubs, but they are far from fake, as you will see they are more cost efficient. So we'll take a look at the off-brand golf clubs. First we're going to look at the head of the club. The shape and symmetry is obviously, if you look at the two, the front of the head is identical. It's the same 10 to 15 ribbed lines on the front. It's also, as far as the shape, it has like an egg shape to it, identical to any name brand club out there. And then also the material it is made out of the 431 metal material, or the 304, which is used commonly in all golf clubs. So you can pick those up in the, as I say, they're called clone clubs or fake, whichever you prefer as a word. We're going to look at the shafts. The shafts are identical in shape. You have a composite that you can use. You have a metal, and then you can get them in any shape and form you need, as far as a flexi shaft to a really stiff shaft. Hitting the golf ball, I found that hitting the golf ball is identical. The speed, as far as how hard you hit it, is the same, and as far as how far the ball goes is exactly the same. And then there's the penny saver and fraction of the cost. I found that the clone clubs, the off-brand, are what you would say is quite a big difference. You go from spending $700 to $200 for a set of irons. Now that we've seen why off-brand clubs are so amazing, I'll show you the difference of why there is no difference in the name brand clubs. So name brand clubs, look at the head of the club. Again, as I stated before, you have the same shape and symmetry, same 10 to 15 ribbed front of the head, same egg-shaped that you see on all heads of clubs. Also, the weight of it is the same. It also is, the durability is the same. If you take and whack that golf club against a tree 10 times, it's going to break just like any other golf club. It's Nike to some clone that's made from China. They're all the same. The difference that I could really see is, do I want to pay for the Nike swoosh that's on top of my golf head? So I'm driving in my cart past someone, and someone's like, oh wow, he's got the new Nike Sasquatch golf club. Or I drive by and some guy's like, oh look, he's got some ones he ordered online from China. We'll take a look at the shaft. Like I said before, it's the same shape and symmetry. You can get it in the flex all the way up to the stiff shaft. You can get it in the composite and made out of the metal, the 431 or the 304. Again, hitting the ball, no difference whatsoever. Again, the same speed, swinging the club, the same weight, all the way to how far the ball goes. There's no difference. And then the prices may vary. You can look anywhere from the Nike Fatbacks being $800 for a set, or you look at the Titleist, again, $700–800. So as you can see from the information I provided, that the name brand clubs are literally identical in shape, size, and form. The number crunch between these is what really makes the difference. So we look at the cost analysis of the off-brand pricing. A set of irons will cost you anywhere from $100 all the way up to $200–300. Now a set of woods, they will run you anywhere from about $99 a club, and of course you have the main driver, you have your 3-wood and 5-wood, so to get the set would probably run you about $300. So you're looking at total price between the two pairs for your complete set of golf clubs for the off-brand. You're looking at spending anywhere to $300, $400, $500, $600. But that is for a total set. We look at the name brand pricing, set of irons. Like I said earlier, the set of irons, depending on what you get, Titleist, Ping, Nike. I'll stick with Nike since that's what I've been kind of going towards. The Nike ones run you a set of fatbacks $700–800. Set of woods, Nike Sasquatch right now retail anywhere from $300 to $400, depending where you look online or inside a store. And that's just for the driver. That's not including your 3-wood and 5-wood. Again, you're looking at another additional price cost of $200 to $300 a piece. So total price there, you're looking at spending well over $1,000 for your name brand set of clubs for your complete set. Now, isn't that amazing that the cost that can be saved just by shopping around and accepting that name brands aren't always the best? Just remember that because it saves you that Nike, it doesn't mean it's always the best in the business. So just remember that Nike isn't always, ooh, because it says I'm a Nike swoosh, it's not always the best. So in today's society, I found that in today's society that we live in the world that we live in, that of advertising and name branding, it's not always the case. And we live in this society that says, hey, you have to have these to be accepted. You have to use the Titleist to be a good golfer. That's not always it's not always the case. I can go out with any set of clubs and shoot a 80 or 90 and call that a pretty good day. And I could go out there with the Nikes and had spent $800 extra and shot the same exact score. And I can say I personally used both sets, and I found myself liking the off-brand. It made me, made me feel good in my head that knowing that I only spent a couple $100 compared to I've spent $1,500. So today we looked at the off-brand or clone clubs. We've looked at the heads of them and how they're similar in shape, identical to the name brand clubs. We've looked at the shafts and how they are the same or different. And then we also looked at name brand clubs. The head of the club, again, as I stated, they are exactly the same. They are the only difference I found is because it has a name brand logo on it. And then I also looked at the shafts, which are again identically the same as your off-brand clubs. And then I also looked at the cost analysis and how the off-brand clubs were exactly the same as the name brand clubs, but at a fraction of the cost of a couple $100 less. So we're talking anywhere from a $600 off to could be anywhere up to $1,000 off. And then I looked at the cost analysis of the name brand clubs, a set of irons and a set of woods, and the total price of being anywhere from $1,000, $1,500 up to $2,000. So thank you for your time today, and have a good weekend, class. Thank you.